This is arguably the most important game in my life, game 24 against Anatoly Karpov in our second match in 1985. I was leading 12-11 before the last game, and Karpov had to win to retain his title. And as you could see, he achieved a very promising position. It's a wide concentration on the king side. It's menacing, and white has quite a few options. One is just I should always watch f5 as a breakthrough. Another one is a little more subtle, to play bishop d4, just exchanging the bishop. That is one of the key defenders of black's king. And if black goes c5, then he takes. Now, because of the attack on f7, I have to take with the knight. But then queen actually changes its direction, attacking h7 pawn. So there are many options for white, and it seems that black had nothing to do to improve its position. Here, after long thought, I found one of the most difficult moves in my life, and at first sight it's a paradox, because you don't want to put your rook in such an ugly position as e7. But that's something that you have to do. Instead of white, pushing on the king side, the game shifted to the center and the queen side, and priority here is to defend the king. Rook here protects this pawn and neutralizes both of white threats. And that's most important, because if white initiative doesn't produce immediate results, then eventually black can do something active. And I remember that when I played rook e7 and Karpov came back to the chessboard from his green room, instantly you could feel that he sensed that something has changed. He didn't like it, so I actually gained even more confidence. Your confidence is not only good for you, but somehow it transcends to your opponent, and it undermines your opponent's confidence. And Karpov made a quiet move, king g1. I put another rook here, which is totally odd because both rooks are just standing behind the pawn on e6, but I'm just fighting against f5, and then after rook d1 I even played f5, and Karpov took en passant, I took on f6, and then eventually I sacrificed the pawn. Game ended up with a complicated position that Karpov had to force a draw, but he decided to press forward because draw didn't make any good to him. And eventually I won the game, won the match, and won my title, November 9, 1985. You have to make tough decisions, and you have to be able to resist pressure and survive after psychological blows and losses. It's more of issue of character. And with some good training, it's not really hard to reach a certain level. The difficulty starts when you are trying to fight for big titles and just to climb to the top.